Hey, so last episode we had found a new plot element and we used that plot element to proceed further. I think the element was called.
I had a new idea, a new story thread.
Yeah, we know. We know. Alan. Yeah, summoning ritual. The cult practiced their rituals. So that's the thing that's currently active. And torch bearers. Look at the sequence of things that we had to use. Both of these are in missing FBI agent state. This one is in torchbearer state. This one is in summoning ritual state. So the thing is, I think we can even go back to these other areas and use the.
I had to be at the scene to see and understand it in order to change it.
Yeah. So we could go here and use these other things. That leads to a lot of combinations, right? So for every scene, there could be 4 combinations. We already tried all 4 for the end of the line session, and only summoning ritual is the one that allows us to progress. For these 3 scenes, I don't think we have used all of them. For this one, we only used missing FPA agent. We could use other two. Maybe it's just like a couple of new collectibles or resources that we could find if we switched out the plot element for that. Oh, we can't switch out the. Okay, so for this one, we can't switch out any of the other. You can't see anything else, right? So we can't switch it out. But for collapse tunnel and other 2 scenes, we could use any of these 4 different plot elements to explore different aspects of the that scene. Let's look at the board a little bit more. Uh, the Angel Lands. Janitor seemed to know me, but he got the name wrong. We have read that before. Dark Place has taken the shape of New York City. I was from New York. I wrote crime books set there for years. I was affecting my surroundings. A mysterious caller on the payphone. I knew him from somewhere. Couldn't remember from where. He told me I should go to the Caldera Street station. So I think that's just Casey, who's currently dead. He will call again. Subway station. I have a ticket. Casey's case. The narrative I wrote to find my way. Casey looking for. Okay, so this is the narrative that he is writing so that he can go further into the deeper into the dark place. Okay, the narrative I wrote to find my way is Casey looking for a missing FBI agent, the agent on the trail of a murder cult, the cult of the word. So I guess Nightingale came here and got murdered, and Casey was chasing him. He also got murdered later. A place of power, revered by the torchbearers, a group of mystic outsiders in the tunnels. The cultists killed them to invade their holy place. There's probably some noise in the background that's coming when I'm speaking. Uh, I think it'll be there for some time, honestly. Can't do anything about this. There's some construction going beside my apartment, so it's creating that little noise. Hmm. Yeah, that's it's progress for now. Anything else here? The dark place responded to the darkest story threads. All else faded away. A cruel murder site in the depths. Reaching it, I'd be able to travel further. I saw a vision, an echo of a forgotten idea about a Casey story, a glimpse into another reality, a plot element for this story to travel deeper. So that last sentence right here, the last snippet here, the dark place respond to the darkest story threads. All else faded away. Okay, so that's how we progress, I guess. Now we have 2 words of power. Word of war. So I was thinking about this upgrade that we got increases damage dealt by the last bullet in the revolver's chamber by 25%. The thing is, I constantly keep reloading before the revolver runs out. It's rare. It's very rare when the revolver runs out. Maybe it's in a boss fight it might run out, but if not, usually the taken go down by like 3 or 4 hits, and then I reload. So we never get to the last bullet, which is funny. Um, Direct hit by a flare gun. So my confusion with this is we have flares, but we don't have a flare gun yet. So we'll hold off on that because maybe flare gun 15% max health is a nice choice to have for later. Increases knockback force of Alan's shotgun. 5% chance to not consume. We've read this before. We'll pick these words of power later. Okay. Such a bland and empty writing room. I imagine this is just our lodge, or I should look up the name again, but yeah, the lodge where Alan first came to stay, the one that Barbara Jagger gave the key to. So that's that. Let's head out. Let's head out. We have only 15 bullets, no flares. We have a bunch of healing items, and we have 4 batteries. Oh, nice that we have 4 batteries. Thought we were running out of batteries. So I think there's a door right opposite to. Yeah, we can heal. We should heal. All right. I should quick save just because we healed. Game saved. Thank you. Let's go. Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving into them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls's abandoned power plant. She prepared defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come, the war between the forces of light and darkness. I don't know what the W stands for. But Cynthia Weaver was the lady of the light that finally helped us defeat the dark presence in Alan Wake 1. She's also the one who left all the yellow arrows that we find. In Alan Wake 1, it was Cynthia Weaver who who guided us towards like supplies and ammunitions using those yellow arrows. So I think she's here too, maybe in some capacity. She'd be 13 years older now. She's already a kind of a middle-aged woman. She's kind of acting a little crazy. At least it looked like that. But she knew about the dark presence and its effects, and she was preparing for a fight between the light and the dark. So even in Alan Wake 1, that was kind of a story. Right now, it's being reminded to us so that she can make another appearance again. Don't know. So our goal is to complete the ritual in the collapse tunnel, reach the murder site. So at first, like when I reached that site, I thought maybe it was the ritual site, but apparently it was a murder site. But apparently it was just a place where you could do the rituals, not the murder site as such. So let's uh, let's continue following. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. So this is the start of Alan Wake 1. Okay, more subway parts. Oh, we're back here. There are certain sites that we should investigate, like this question mark here, this question mark here. So many things that we have yet to investigate. And I think we have to revisit the previous scenes to shift them around with new plot elements. Usually in survival horror games, backtracking is part of it, right? And the world slightly changes and you have to backtrack. But it seems like here it's contextualized as getting new plot elements and reusing the places so that we can try different elements again, which is fine. I love exploring this place as long as the shadows don't like screw me up too much, which they can. They probably will. Wow, what is this? It's so cozy. Like, I know it's weird to say that a horror game is cozy, but that's exactly how it feels. The horrors are kind of welcoming in a sense. God, I hit my R1. I'm so stupid. Just wanted to pick up the flashlight and not hit R1 directly. But hitting R1, it shines the light. Like, shines it brighter and it takes away the battery charge. Cult of the word. We know that Alan got out of the dark place, so this is a flashback. What happened before he finally end up in the beach there after Saga killed Nightingale. See, these are the arrows that I was talking about. Everything's so goddamn silent. There it is. Show me what you got. Word of aid. Torchbearers. Increase hand player's area effect by 13% and duration by 1 second. Increases effectiveness of trauma pads. Increases effect duration of painkillers. 10%, 1 second. Damn, it's so hard to choose these. God damn it. 10% isn't that much, you know. It's not that much. Duration by 1 second. This might be good. I'm having such a difficult time choosing between these. Obviously, we won't be able to get all of them because I presume the number of words of power would be limited. We've been to these places before, right? Save. Get our map. Okay, let's try to visit this area again. We need light. Do we have anywhere there's light that's active? We have one light with us, one source of light with us, so we'll take it there. We are supposed to follow the blood trail. That is how we started our investigation in the tunnels. Find Alice. Yeah, I know. I don't want Alan to be a villain, you know. If that's the case, and it's difficult to play him. But he did seem like he wasn't intentionally doing any of it. He seemed scared when he first met Saga after he was stranded on that beach, all muddied up. There's so much to think about while we explore this environment. Game is saved. Why do you want to save the game right now? Tell me. I know you're baiting me, game. You want me to come here? Are you gonna force me into a cutscene or a jump scare now? And by the way, whenever I'm calling a game, it's done with a lot of love and admiration. It's rarely in a pissed off manner. It's just I'm having fun, and yeah, it's a very appreciative gesture when you're calling a game a game. At least not when I'm like ostensibly angry. Can hear the light. Anyway, let's go back to the scene and try the two new options we have. So missing FBI agent, torchbearers. We've done this before. Oh, we have a new echo here that we have to.
Homeless people painted the torchbearers, painted the tree there. The tree of knowledge. The tree of life with its roots reaching down to hell. It could have been a Christmas tree for all the good it did him.
I don't know if that echo was supposed to mean anything. It was just another plot element. Just more exposition, I guess. And the effect of the plot element, it's just limited to this scene right here, this room right here. So I think something would open up this tunnel. One different plot element would probably open up that tunnel. I think that's why we're here. So let's try. I think we already tried murder cult.
The plot changed the details of the world. I could imagine this murder cult performing their macabre acts beyond the collapsed tunnel.
God, the god I'm chanting. These are like, this is wood, and then there is rail tracks. This is just rail tracks stacked on top of each other and manuscript pages nailed to them. Most of it's scratched out, apart from a few words. Everything else is scratched out. So let's just read the book.
The cultists laid the Casey novel onto the altar with reverence. Their twisted Bible.
That's it, we can't read it. They were trying to move past the tunnel. Let's try the last thread that we have. Summoning ritual. Okay, it's open now. This is... Oh no! God. The sound is insane. It's just... It's distorting
I
and
couldn't hear
it's...
the dark presence. It was gone.
Okay. Let's head out again. This time I expect there to be combat. Oh wow. It's a straight shot. We don't have to go around from within the train. Ah, the train is destroyed, so we can't use that anyway. Where are
The
the
tunnel was open now. I
Yeah.
could get through.
but where are the shadows? I know that there are shadows somewhere nearby. We don't have many resources. Fuck you, dude. Come on. The music is just... What? Oh god. Alan, you're like such a wimpy runner. You have to run faster.
The dark presence.
They're not...
I'd seen it before.
Storm cloud.
I remembered now. Was always out there. Hunting me.
Yeah, blaring music. Where are we heading to? God, there's still a question mark here. If we are heading right to the murder site. I think it's gonna be a boss fight here. We didn't really have a boss fight for Alan yet, right? I think after this boss fight we'll end up back with Saga and we can like switch freely between the two characters. God, it's just the beginning of the game. It's just so. I can't handle the music. It's just too loud. I'll have to like reduce my headset volume a little bit. I don't know what the right term is, but the music distorts and it feels like it's oh wow. Don't get stuck on rocks, Alan.
I had found the murder site. Somehow the victim's heart was the key.
Investigate the murder site. So this murder is the murder of Nightingale. Do you have to fight him again? God, he's just. Looks like maybe this room is set up to fight a boss. Finding cover behind the pillars and things like this. I don't have any ammo though, so I don't know how I'm gonna fare. I feel like there was a way to find a shotgun somewhere within the world, and I missed that chance. We should have explored further and used different plot elements on uh, different places to find more resources maybe. Okay, I'm supposed to interact with the heart. Let's do that.
Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home.
Saga!
An FBI agent? Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me. Please, help me.
So I think we saw
I
the
could sense it. I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I'd lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me.
All right. Did we listen to the music? A little bit. Then we'll skip.
Some say that it leaves forever this road that I lose you on every time.
Let's skip. I don't want to. New York City. By the way, complete chapter Casey. Let the game give us instructions. I think they may be okay. No worries. Yeah. So I think the thing is the music that plays at the end of each chapter. They have a different album for each of that. So that I guess they did it because in Spotify you can find them. I guess they did it because they didn't want people to be spoiled if they are all under the same album, and you could see the title of the song and like get spoiled on something. So every song is a different album and like there's only one song in it. I think that's how it was. Yeah, but let's try to proceed further. I thought maybe we're gonna switch back to Saga, but we need to go out and go back out and travel to the Parliament Tower where we used to live in. Okay, let's try to read this.
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
The right of the first word, not the right of the last, with the terror of the light and the shadows cast. The third eye now open to project the night. This is the moment to write. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone. Meet whom? Nightingale? And we saw the other side of that vision from Saga's perspective. And Saga had a distorted hearing of what Alan was saying. She could only take few words from that, like Cauldron Lake and in danger, etc. And I also don't remember exactly when she heard that. Maybe it was when she picked up the first manuscript page. I have to go back and check the recordings. But yeah, it seems like the opposite side of that conversation we experienced just now, where we could hear the entirety of Alan's dialogue, but Saga's was distorted. They're somehow reaching through because he reached the murder site and touched the heart. I don't know. It's supposed to move forward, I think, not backwards. So let's keep going. I thought there was going to be a boss fight. Apparently not.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you, taking you for a ride, making you crazier.
Okay, Casey. Let's move on. Maybe we reach upstairs now. On the streets. Onto the streets. Ladder. This is the first scene, right? Exit to street level. See, this is one of the first scenes. I don't know if it was here that we had to use the first plot element. Probably not. Don't write. Return scratch. The Dark Place. Opening soon. A photography and videography exhibition by Alice Wake. Wow. She was a photographer, you know, Alice Wake. You may not be the only you out there. It's talking about Scratch. Okay. As a teenager just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This is anything but. Darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer. I'd never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple hours to get to the coal mine. You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? You think you can play with people's lives and kill them when they think it adds to the drama? You are in this story now, and I'll make you suffer. This is maybe something Nightingale was screaming at Alan. So straight up before he went to the coal mine to Negotiate a release for Alice.
The
Which didn't
station had
happen.
changed.
Oh.
I was closer now.
I'm a writer. I write. Writing is the key. Art is the key to find my way out of the dark place. I can't forget this. Don't you fucking forget this. I'm in the dark place. I'm outside time and space, outside reality. But this is real. A nightmare dimension, an ocean of darkness. Remember, its dark energy can make art come true, make dreams and nightmares come true. Yes, I can use this. I need to use this. Hungry, monstrous things out there, plotting to stop me, to devour me, become me. Oh no.
Got another television entry. I wonder what happens if we take out the light. Nothing really. I think we'll carry the light around. We have 2 instances of light now. You're supposed to travel there.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
So what I want to do is I want to save. I don't know where to save. I want to save. And then I want to explore the rest of this map before going into Parliament Tower. I think I'm missing a shotgun or a flare gun or something, which I should have gotten by now. Which I don't. Which I don't have. And I don't know if there's a way to switch between Alan and Saga. I don't think games told us that we can do that yet, other than from the little hints that we get from the loading screens. How do I need to find a safe place. Maybe this room here? That's to the right. Yeah, maybe this room here, because I need to find a place to save my progress. Absolutely. I think I may have missed this last time. Not entirely sure, but this is so good. This is like the central location. I can go investigate this question mark and this question mark. It's so exciting. Let me save. All right. Cool. And let's call this our home base for now. And let's head out and explore. Okay. See what stories the world has to say. Autosave. Because there's something waiting in the alley. There's a shadow there. You can see a shadow there. Disappear, Mr. Shadow. So there are normal shadows and they're like aggressive shadows that won't disappear. God, look at this alleyway. There's like way too much crap here. There's no way there could be so much paper in a city. Look how much paper there is. It's probably because he's a writer and his life is filled with papers and manuscripts and whatnot. See, those are real shadows. I think it'll be hard. Okay, I don't think there's anything there though. God, look at the atmosphere. Holy. It looks so good. Casey was murdered here, you know. His dead body was there. Cult of the word. There's a little cardboard hut. Thing is, there is something here which we haven't figured out yet. This question mark. We could not go inside yet.
It could not be opened on this side.
How do I get to the other side? Can I get through here? Is there a way to get through here and like travel in? Or maybe if I overlay this map on top of this map, we have a way to enter this building from the basement. So this question mark, we have to approach the door from the other side, okay? At least we got the lock icon. So that's cool. Yeah, it straight up says locked door. Okay, let's get the light back. It's still locked. We did not have to engage with enemies on our way in. Hopefully it'll be the same for the way out. Is there any point in fighting these shadows? They don't react to visual elements. It's just sound and proximity that they react to. So I should be okay as long as I sneak by. Alice. No, AWE. What Alice? Alan is not supposed to know anything about AWEs. But maybe it's because he did write things into control, right? He did engage with the FBC in controls DLC, so maybe he knows some things. Another autosave. I'm thankful for the autosaves. Can't go in. Yeah, it's supposed to be this way, but we can't go in. And this is the edge of the reality that we can explore. Wonder what happens if we push forward. Oh, it becomes very dark.
The city was not real. I was limited to the confines of the dream.
Of course you were. Yeah, the dotted lines probably specify the areas that we can go to. Another autosave. God, this is so good. Garbage truck. Continuous autosaves happening. Maybe it's because of the new patch. I know there was a patch after maybe our last episode or second last episode. There was a patch for Alan Wake, and maybe it. Oh, thanks for the handgun ammo. Really needed that. And maybe it allowed the autosave to be more frequent. Or is it stuck? I feel like it's stuck there. Is it gonna go away? Can I go and like check the load to see? Oh yeah, I'm screwed. It's 7 minutes ago. Quick saves and checkpoints. Come on, game. 7 minutes ago, are you serious? Coffee machines? What are these? In between with Mr. Door. Again with Mr. Door. Wow, I have a total of 3 right now. That's insane. Don't write return. Return's the last book. Initiation is the second book. I can hear music. Music as in from some TV or something, I think I... Okay, let me look at the map. I am supposed to go to this question mark. The shadows here.
Shit!
Oh, thank you. Lot of action. Let's go. 20%, 35%. Close proximity. I don't really know what close proximity is. Never there. I can increase it to 35 and like maybe leave it there. 50% is the max we can go. So that we can limit engagement. We can pick and choose our fights. Does the question mark go away? The question mark does go away. Awesome. Man, I love this gameplay style. I don't know why, but I had such a hard time playing Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 is like Resident Evil 2 remake. It has almost exactly the same control schemes and general exploration vibe, but I don't know, maybe it's because of the zombies and because of how like the RPD building, the Raccoon City Police Department, that's where Resident Evil 2 takes place, right? I think that entire setting was just, I don't know, I didn't vibe with that at all. I didn't feel fun or engagement, like engagement for sure, but I was like really kind of feeling just, I was not getting into that environment at all. Like I was not feeling it. But this setting somehow it feels like such a joy to explore compared to RPD. And that game plays almost exactly the same like this game, Alan Wake, except for like the shining the light mechanic. All right, let's go quickly save our game once, since we got a new. I feel like the autosave would take care of it, but you know, just to be sure, let's just save, and we can look at the load option to say saved just now. Cool. Seems like manual saves are necessary to some degree. Alright, what's the next question mark I want to tackle? Let's go to this place. There's a question mark here and a question mark here. I want to try both of these. Okay. I think 2 light charges would be sufficient, but if we want, we can like take one more too. Because I think we'll have to use one here anyway. Oh wait, we did open the door there, right? Yes, we did. We opened the door here, so it should be good. We can travel back. See, we have opened a shortcut, so it's easier for us to travel back. The thing is, I don't have like we don't really get back ammo or batteries. So just want to be very careful with where we choose like the engagements that we choose. Maybe there are some resources in that section there, honestly. Oh, there should be. See? God damn. Okay, game. Let's try this then. Last time we turned it on, there was this police siren going on. It becomes a taxi. Okay. If we take out the lights, it becomes a police car. I can't go in there when... Yeah, that place is blocked. See? I can't really go in there. I don't have a flare. If I had a flare, I could just throw one there and destroy all of them. Disappear! Disappear! Thank you. Cool. Out of gun. Words of gun. God damn it. Alright, let's pick this, okay? 10 chances 1 out of every 10 bullets won't be consumed. Let's just it's so hard. I think just making it 10 would be like maybe make it worthwhile instead of 5. But then we won't have any other words of gun for quite some time. Knockback force might be nice. This might be nice. The thing is we don't have either of these. So yeah. And it's nice because we don't get a single charge. We get a charge for we get a use for a single different category. So we are not like paralyzed by choice, you know. If all of them were, if you could pick any of them at any point with a new word of power, then we'd be like paralyzed looking at all of the different options and like choosing between them. But it's distributed into different things, so it's easier to make that choice. Oh god, what the huh. Alright, just back away. Oh, okay, this guy is just not... Is he gonna keep chasing me? He is. Come on, mate, it's light here. Do you really wanna do this? Fuck me. Alright. So I guess we have used... Okay, we cleared that out. Okay. We can... Alright, this is a safe area. Oh. Calm down, calm down. You can't get to me in the light, so just stay there, okay? I don't know when or how, but my health also fully recharges. So that's something to look out for. Okay, see, there's a ladder here. I don't think I can shoot it down. If I could, it'll be cool. I don't think that's the case. Maybe you're supposed to climb down. There's nothing there. Can I keep going up? Even if I reach that third level after shooting down the ladder, there's nothing to find there, you know? I feel like maybe it's that box that we find there. Is that something you can open? It is. Okay, lots of supplies. What is this? It's kind of like a grenade, like a flashbang. Right, good supply stash. Let me look at the inventory to see what I got. Throwable grenade emits intense burst of light, inflicting heavy damage and stunning anything nearby. Man, it just is like one. Oh god. Larger med packs, bullets and batteries. Cool, cool. Let me place this in one of the quick slots. Let me actually place it here because we don't really have anything else. We don't have the flyer equipped, so it makes sense to use this instead. What else? There's an echo. I think we have already tackled this echo. Point of interest. Let's visit Mr. Breaker. Okay. We haven't spoken with him. We haven't talked with him in a while. So we can go back. Are there shadows here? There's a box there. I feel like a shadow is just gonna grab me if I go for it. There's nothing inside. There are things inside. Batteries. Cool. Cool, cool. Bullets, bodies, and bourbon. Alex Casey feeling worst Casey. Just because his name has case inside of it, he can make so many puns. There are no happy endings. Final case, worst case, you know. So many good names that they can make up. And Alan Wake, same thing with Alan Wake. The fact that his name has a Wake in it means they can make a lot of creative puns and references to that name. Wake up, you know, things like that. We already been here before. We already picked up the stash. And there was a word of power here, I think. Here? Yeah, we already did this. Cool. So let's head back and talk to Timberraker again. Now that we have made some progress in the story. Breaker also should have gotten abducted. The thing is, I think Breaker gets abducted after Saga has that vision. So if that's the case, the timelines are all like twisted up, you know. It's not straightforward. Oh, shadows. Alright, do you have anything for me? Came here to talk to you. Maybe you can get some resources, you know. Oh, come on, Tim. You have nothing for me? That's so disappointing. Have you scavenged some things that I can use? Can I get some of those bullets? Apparently not. You're getting pizza without me? Come on, Tim. Thought we were friends. Remember, I was about to give the evidence to the FBI. Door transported me here to this dream reality. Why? Who, where, why, motive, why me? Warlin Door. Facts. Missing time, no memory. Until now, have I always ended up here? Will I forget when I get out? Abducted? Aliens? Door? UFOs? Polyhedrons? UFOs and polyhedrons. Dreams. Me, but not me. Others I know, yet they are different. The red-headed woman. I don't know who the red-headed woman is. Is that okay? Maybe that Booker woman. She had a little. I don't know what it's called. The fashion accessory. It's like a towel around her head, around her hair. I'm sure there's a correct term for it, but yeah, her head was covered up with that cloth. So maybe she was the haired woman. I forget her first name, but she was a Booker. Yeah, I'm tired of you shadows. Can you just leave me be? Just leave me be. Disappear. Thank you. Same with you too. Your friends too. Yeah, I fought you before. Go away. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Is that? Okay. It looks like there's nothing to explore here. So we'll keep moving. Love the little show. And we'll take the light with us when we go. Go back and save and then decide from there. Decide from there where to explore next. There are still question marks left. So let's just go around collecting all the question marks before we decide what to do next. So there's a locked door here. We don't know what to do with it. So question mark here. And that's about it. Maybe we go back inside. We have to go inside the Parliament Tower eventually. Well, let's just... Okay. I'll take a break and then we'll explore and find the question mark here and then head to the Parliament Tower. Yeah. Okay, let's continue exploring. Right. So, yeah, let's go to that question mark beside the talk show studio. I think, we also have a way to enter the talk show studio, back inside the talk show studio. But I don't know if there's a point in going there now. Rainy New York City and the phone ringing, I think it sounds exactly like the ringing in...
The edge of the plaza was ringing again.
Oh. I think it sounds exactly like that of Max Payne. Max Payne had a lot of ringing phones. Right. What's the question mark here? Are there shadows here? Waiting to attack me? Just a word of power. Word of fix. What's word of fix? Wellness retreat increases maximum health by 15%. God race increases max amount of health restored in safe havens by 30%. Okay, so apparently when you go to a safe haven and drink some coffee, it restores a percentage of our health. So that happens, apparently. I've never, never paid attention to it. Wheels within wheels restores 50% of max health when a new word of power is discovered. I think that's good. It's so it probably pays better than any other restoration, but since it has no since it will run out at some point, I feel like it's a bad it's probably irrational, but I feel that's a bad choice to make. It's not a real rational feeling, I think. Can we keep on saving again and again to get back health? Is that a thing? No, probably not. This is also, if that's the case, then this is also gonna run out, right? I don't know. Otherwise, you can go in and out of safe havens again and again to restore all the health that we want. Let's get this. Warlin door. Mr.
Door
Door.
wouldn't budge.
Huh. Right. We do have the option to go down. Yeah. I think offline I'm gonna try exploring these areas. I really enjoy playing this game. No? Simply playing it. Pick it up.
Hey, Alan. Thank God it picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did.
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratch will
Wait, hello?
It was not okay. Scratch is our double. Dark Presence appears as Scratch, which is a version of Alan Wake, uh, an impersonation of Alan Wake. What else? Yeah, that caller is not Casey. It's apparently not Casey. I thought maybe it was Casey and he died, but he isn't. Is this Wake? Is this Wake? It is. He looks like John Wick from some angles. I don't know. In loving memory of Alan Wake, 1977 to 2010, an author and a husband. Cool. So yeah, everyone thinks he's dead in
Time
2010.
loses meaning here. How long have I been trying to escape? Long enough for Alice to think I'm dead.
Yeah. Where is this story gonna go? I think this is probably my favorite game so far in this year. I haven't enjoyed anything so much. Just the act of playing it, not just the insane story, visual, creative vibes, but just the vibe of slow, deliberate exploration and playing. I think Dark Presence is coming for me. I can hear the voice, the Dark Presence. So I get closer. All right, let's head into the Parliament House. MR door. Mr. Door. Sorry, not MR door. Alright, are we gonna explore inside a building now? There's an echo that I have to line up immediately. Was Casey here?
Writer. Maybe he was a writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things.
His
It was
ex?
there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed.
Her photographs?
That put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Why is he here? Why is she his ex? She maybe, yeah, I guess maybe everyone assumed he's dead. Thank you, elevator. The elevator was welcoming me, luring me in with its dark mysteries. Something that Alan would say. Right, Alan. We're going home. Oh, holy! Invitation 3. Haunting.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Yeah. She got a picture of you. Being scared. We can check the camera to see if there are other pictures. Other people who got scared. Street map. It's probably an unknown map. Can I check the storyboard?
I had a new idea. A new story thread.
The art of Alice Wake. Parliament Tower has had manifested itself here. My home in New York, full of trepidation. I went there. I was close to home, but in the dark place still. Reaching, not quite touching. The apartment had the apartment a perfect echo of the real thing. I could sense Alice there. None of this is real though. It's all manifestations of his imagination within dark place. The only real thing was when he could interact with Saga in the overlap. So apparently the murder site was the overlap. He could interact.
Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice!
Oh, this is our home. Yeah, I remember this place. God. I don't remember this room. Did she leave alone after Alan was gone? Such a terrible, tragic story.
Alice.
Pick photos for exhibition posters. Oh, red-haired woman. Is it Alice that Tim Breaker was talking about? Pick photos for exhibition posters.
This is a photo of Scratch.
Wow. So
How did Alice get this?
that's
Is
what's
he stalking her?
okay. This looks kind of like us when we are scared and angry, maybe. The game will try to scare us for sure. I don't know if I'm managing it better. Usually I have a harder time playing these scary games.
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books.
Mm-hmm.
This symbol wasn't here before.
I don't know what that symbol's for. There are symbols in Ocean View Hotel on every door. And we have the symbol of the board, which is a reverse pyramid. I think I saw a symbol like this there. But could be something slightly different. Can hear the rain outside. Is the audio too low? Let me make sure that's... Yeah, it's fine. It's just that it's very quiet now, so the recording is probably not picking it up. We have a camera. A video camera, apparently. Look for Alice. More notes. Video art / doc on screens. Mult. Focal point of the dark place. Was she researching dark place? Maybe in Alan's story he's trying to... I mean, all of this is Alan's story, right? What he's writing. So maybe he's writing Alice into...
Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
We had to put a memory card inside to watch videos. Okay, Alan, we need to find a memory card. More writings. Video / art doc on screens. Mult. Focal point of the dark place. Are those photos of Mr. Scratch? Even more writing and the memory card. That's about everything we can explore. Alright, let's pick up the memory card.
Alice's memory card.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay. Oh. It's real. It's not CGI.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly.
She remembers nothing else.
It's easy for people to think it was my fault.
Oh my god,
Hell, I do, too, sometimes.
she's in pain.
About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking,
Oh god.
voices. Alan was back. Haunting me.
Light flickering.
got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster.
Check out jump scare with the video.
He always did have anger in him.
Yeah, we know that.
I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Really?
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
Look at his shoulders going up and down. It's not a still, it's a... And all of this ties back to that FBC hypothesis about how fiction affects reality. There are two different ways. It could be that the dark place... It could be like a paradoxical situation where the dark place came about only because Alice created dark place in this creative way that she did, but then it also acted as her inspiration afterwards, which is such a like cast into situation where one can't exist without the other. But it's fascinating, and that is such good performance. Like that was just perfect acting, and it ties into the story of Alice being a photographer and having a artistic career that lacked fulfillment in certain ways. She keeps on going because it's life, and at least they could live because of Alan's writing. But then he hit a block, and she confesses about taking him to Bright Falls to visit Mr. Emil, the doctor, and then she remembers nothing else. She remembers nothing else. She didn't remember getting pulled into the dark place of or any of her time spent there, and she just assumed something happened. She doesn't know anything about the struggles Alan had to go through to find her and return her back. So, and like this, it's questionable. Like obviously the video and the evidence presented here is always questionable because this is dark place and this is affected by Alan's writing. But maybe the full motion video, the real acted cutscenes instead of the CGI cutscenes, maybe they represent reality. Maybe they represent what really happened in the world. It took 6 years, so 13 is 7 plus 6. So after 7 years, apparently, no, after 6, I guess it's just after 6 years. Or I don't know if she said 6 years ago or 6 years after, but either way, it took some time for Scratch to manifest himself in itself, like dark presence to manifest itself in her life and start haunting her. And we don't know why it did that. Like, why did it try to do that? Is it trying to use Alice's creative aspirations of becoming a photographer to twist reality again? I don't know. But she has to be in Bright Falls for anything to work, right? I thought Bright Falls had some, like that place had some influence in making them a reality, and it was not tied to a single person or an object. Let's look at it. I'm supposed to look at it. Oh god, alright. The haunting. I think maybe going into this, the thing is I have no idea where to stop an episode because I don't know. A new chapter just started, right? So maybe it's just a boss fight and you end the chapter here. But that feels C. Okay, let's just hold down X. Oh, is that his room?
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
Return. So that was just the end of the chapter. So if that's the case, I think I'll probably add it into the
Some say that
last
it was
episode.
forever this road that I lose you on every time.
Yeah.
Some say that it leaves forever this road.
Okay.
Some say that it leaves
We don't know where it's gonna go.
road that
This
I
is probably gonna be in outside, like the writer's room.
Some say that it leaves
Or maybe cut back to Saga. We'll see. But yeah, this is the real end of the episode. See you later.
But you don't